Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Shalom, can y'all hear us?
No, we can hear you.
Shalom, Israel. This is the ISUPK, Louisiana, Feast of Purim. Salaki for the late start. We are having some major technical issues. If by any chance or any reason that the stream goes off, again, we are having technical issues. This is ISUPK, Louisiana, Feast of Purim. Shalom Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Barakatham to the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shema Latham Hashem Yahweh Shai to the sisters. Got priest and officer 5,000 officer Madabar in the building. Priest and officer 5,000 officer Nakawam in the building. Priest and officer 1,000 myself, officer Kawan. Priest and officer, you saw it, 1,000 officer Yasad. And priest and officer 50 officer Rawam Yala. Again, this is ISUPK Louisiana Feast of Purim. We're going to get it in, man, to teach y'all tonight concerning a sister that we are honoring for her great deed and for the works that by the hand of the Lord, the Most High God, that this sister was able to show the greatest ability to be a woman or a daughter of Zion in the nation of Israel. By this sister's grace, her submission, her humility, her compassion for her people, she was definitely able to move, and by the guidance of the brother Mordecai, the sister Esther was able to help to free the people or the children of Israel under the Persian Mede Empire or captivity. So we're going to get into it. We're going to be reading out of the book of Esther. We're going to start at chapter 1 and verse 1. We'll go ahead and start the class. If you have any questions during the class, it's Tawab, or it's good, or it's all right if y'all raise your hand to ask any question. For those that don't know the Hebrew, you may hear us say things like Salakia, which means excuse us or forgive us. Tawab, which means good. Khan, which means yes, right, or correct. Baba Kashar, which means please. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the reading, starting in the book of Esther, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Salaki, this is the book of Esther, chapter 1, verse 1. Now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus. This is Ahasuerus, which reigned from India even into Ethiopia, over 120 provinces. Verse 2, that in those days, when the king Ahasuerus sat on the throne of his kingdom, which was in Shushan, the palace. Verse 3. In the 3rd year of his reign, he made a feast unto all princes and his servants, the power of Persia and Media, the nobles and princes of the provinces.
If I could, do any of you brothers and sisters know what a province is?
Is it like the city?
Come. How many the brother had? He was in charge of?
Salakia, over 107 and 20.
107 and 20?
127.
127 cities. So that's like shit, that's like Louisiana. I don't know how many cities in Louisiana. Somebody Google that real quick. How many cities are in Louisiana? Just to give you an idea of the landmass that, you know, this one man was in charge of.
$65 to $69.
Say that again?
65.
65. You understand? So this man was over a king.
Two of these.
Was like just twice the size of Louisiana. He was ruling over all of that. You understand? All right, read on.
Yeah, so like, I think it was like from Spain to France.
From Spain to where?
I think it was from Spain to Iran. This Persian Empire, right? Persia is Iran. So Iran was changed to Persia was changed to Iran in the 1900s. So it was from Persia all the way, I think, from Spain.
Yeah, he had a pretty large ruling, man, and yeah, this was a powerful man that we're talking about. Go ahead.
Verse 4. When he showed the riches of his glorious kingdom and the honor of his excellent majesty many days, even 180 days. Verse 5. And when these days were expired, the king made a feast unto all the people that were present in Shushan, the palace, both unto great and small, 7 days in the court of the garden of the king's palace.
Now imagine that, right? Like you got a king. He have a 7-day feast for all of the royal people and all of the people that's down in the ghetto. 7 days straight, he having a feast. You understand? This is how rich he was, how he was in his glory. You understand? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 6. Were white, green, and blue hangings fastened with cords of fine linen and purple to silver rings and pillars of marble. The beds were of gold and silver.
So if you know anything about marble, right? You dealing with houses, you have like a marble floor or something like that. This is something that rappers talk about. It's something that millionaires talk about, having marble floors, marble counters. But this man had marble pillars. Pillars is like you're looking at the White House and you see those big poles
holding up the building.
Mm-hmm. His shit made out of marble. You understand? Like this how wealthy he was. Read on.
Salakia. The beds were of gold and silver upon a pavement of red and blue and white and black marble. Verse 7. And they gave them drink in vessels of gold.
See that? Even the people, when they having the drink, they drinking out of gold cups. You understand? Go ahead.
The vessels being diverse, one from another.
Different cups. So you got a cup shaped this type of way. You know, you have wine glasses, or you have a margarita glass, or you have a shot glass, or you just have a cup that somebody drank out of. He got all these different cups made in different ways out of gold. Go ahead.
And royal wine in abundance, according to the state of the king. Verse 8. And the drinking was according to the law. None did compel. For so the king had appointed to all the officers of his house that they should do according to every man's pleasure.
Just do what you want to do. Drink what you want to drink. You understand? Eat what you want to eat. Like he had a 7-day feast for everybody to do this. Great and small.
And so long you understand when they say according to the law, it's not talking about the law of the Lord.
That's right.
It's talking about the law of that land.
Salaki, verse 9. Also, Vashti, the queen, made a feast for the women in the royal house, which belonged to King Ashurus. Verse 10. On the seventh day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehuman, Biztha, Harbona, Bigtha, and Abagtha, Zathara, Salaki, Zathar, and Carcass, the seven chamberlains that served in the presence of Ashurus, the king. Verse 11, to bring Vashti, the queen, before the king with the gold, with the crown royal, Salaki, to show the people and the princess her beauty, for she was fair to look on.
Right, so you got a man, right? He feeling good. He throwing this big feast for everybody. You know, he's spending all his money. He balling out of control. He's showing everybody how glorious his kingdom is, how far his money can go. Y'all drink what you want. It's like going in the club and saying, boy, everybody drinks on me. You know what I'm saying? Like he the big stunner out of everybody. So now he want to show off how beautiful his wife is. Like, you know, he really just bragging with his actions. Like, I'm that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your wife bad. Hold on. They say, go get my wife. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 12. But the queen Vashti refused to come as the king's commandment.
You see that? He allowed her to have a feast for the women. And she have everything that she have because of what he had. You understand? She could not be a queen if he wasn't a king. She would not be living this royal lifestyle and having the advantage of living this lifestyle if it wasn't for him. But she's in her glory amongst the women. You understand? And he called for her to come to him, and she refused to come. Go ahead.
Come. By his chamberlains. Therefore, was the king very wroth.
He was what?
Very wroth.
Who know what the word wroth means? Angry. That's right. Get a sister angry. So the king, he the man. It's his time. He calling his wife to come so he can show how beautiful she is, because he knows, you know, what he paid for this dress, and you know what I'm saying, her crown and her gold and her jewels, and you know what I'm saying, and she don't come. It's like an embarrassment. You understand? It's like, you just embarrassed me in front of all of my peers. All these men, if they was to call their wife, she'll come. When I tell my wife to come, you say, I ain't worried about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just fan it off like, you know what I'm saying? So now that made him angry. Go ahead.
Come. And his anger, Salaki, burned in him. Verse 13. Then the king said to the wise men, which knew the time, for so was the king's manner toward all that knew law and judgment. Verse 14. And the next unto him was Karshina, Shatar, at Matha, Tarshish, Salakia, Merez, Marcina, and Memucan, the seven princes of Persia and Media, which saw the king's face, and which sat the first in the kingdom.
So imagine we had the Passover, and Commander Julian Hunter say, hey, go get my wife. You understand? And the report come back, man, your wife said she ain't coming in front of everybody. You know how angry he'll be. You know how embarrassing that'll be. All these powerful men, it was seven princes of Persia. All these powerful men in the building, and you supposed to be this great king. You can't even get your wife to come to you. You understand? Like that's a small thing in their eyes. But in front of everybody, it's like, it's embarrassing. They see his face. They see the anger on his face. They see the frustration on his face. You understand? Go ahead.
Come. Verse 15.
And if I could, y'all chime in anytime y'all want to, Officer Madam Officer, your son, about the shop.
Salakia. I see Sister Nazar says Salakia. The disrespectful and trickery effect of what the woman is special.
Right. Absolutely right, man. Because it was out of order. You understand? Like when you dealing with a man of that stature, a man of power like that, and you living a life that you didn't necessarily work for. You understand? You living that life because of this man. You gotta respect it, even though sometimes it's things you don't want to do as a wife, as a brother in the school. Some orders you don't want to do, you don't want to complete, but you get it done anyway. Those are the times you're really supposed to step up and take that extra step further. You understand? When you don't want to do something, those are the times you need to do it. Like Paul said, I do what I ought not to do. You understand? Like you're doing things you don't want to do. A lot of us, we come from different lifestyles. Like I come from a lifestyle of, I used to wake up, smoke weed, take a shit, smoke weed, eat, smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Like all different kinds. It was like a big part of my life. It's something that I wanted. I woke up every day, this is what I wanted to do. But the Lord said I couldn't do it. So now I got to let it go. Because the Lord said I couldn't do it. You understand? It's brothers and sisters that, you know, you might eat bacon or, you know, tuna fish or whatever. It's all of these things we let go. But it ain't like, since I stopped smoking weed, weed ain't good no more. Weed don't get you high no more because I stopped smoking. No, weed still get you good and high right now today. You understand? Bacon still tastes good. I used to eat a bacon pizza. You understand? Like bacon still tastes good to this day, but the Lord said I can't have it, so guess what? I can't have it. You understand?
I still eat a bacon pizza. They beat bacon, so I'm serious.
Good night, boy. You almost got me there.
And so, like, if I could, to speak on what Sister Nazimana stated, that disrespect, like you said, it creates a trickle effect to the women. Sisters, pay attention to the differences in the story as well. You see that the king's wife is disrespectful to the king. Now, yet and still, brothers pay attention as well. Just because you have power or rank or whatnot, and if you allow your rib to do this and do that, then it does create a trickle effect for those that see it and observe it. And it's not about the king's power that he has. It's about the actual spirit of the Lord that's not in it. That's right. It's not. It's the authority that he's not utilizing, or in our case, it's protocol here. If you follow protocol here, you don't have to worry about. Not going to say you don't have to worry about your rib getting out of order, because all ribs get out of order. But the correction and the checking or how to correct it and to nip it in the bud so it does not create a trickle effect is what's important. So you'll see the difference of this queen's behavior compared to a daughter of Zion's behavior that's got the spirit of the Lord. That's right.
If I could too, because it kind of shut on
time.
Skip around a little bit, just kind of get to the meat of it. Go ahead, Adawan, you got it. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yes.
When the king and his men, what they will be considered heathens. So that goes to show why the Most High ain't with them. She didn't follow him after what her husband said. Ain't no queens in Israel. You know, we call them princess. You know, ain't no queen. This just goes to show, like, you shouldn't follow other nations. Because if she was an Israelite, she would have followed what her husband said. She did what that king said, and he was king in Israel. You got it.
Damn right, sir.
Verse 15. What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to law?
So now he asking, what is her punishment? When he say, what shall we do? He's saying, okay, she embarrassed the king like this. So what is a suitable punishment for embarrassing the king in front of all of these people? You understand? Go ahead.
Come. Because she had not performed the commandment of the king.
Because what?
She had not performed the commandment of the king.
In our law, the Bible say you're supposed to treat your husbands like unto Christ. The Bible say you're supposed to be God, Christ, man, woman, and children. That's the correct order. That's the way things go.
That's right.
I don't go to God and tell God what to do. You understand? I can ask God something, but I don't go to God and tell God what to do. If I did that, I would be out of order. You understand? So it is an order. And what we doing in the ISUPK, we trying to get our people back in order. We trying to get our children back in order, get our women back in order, get our brothers, get the men back in order. You understand? If we can do that, then we can learn how to love one another, how to value one another, how not to unalive a brother, because that brother life is just as valuable as your life.
That's right.
How to confront a brother or a sister if you have a problem, because a lot of our problems is because we scared to be confrontational, because we are unruly people without the truth, and being confrontational, it often ends in the same way, probably throwing hands or somebody doing something to harm each other. When in the truth, it's for to gain your brother, it's for to gain your sister. You confront a brother or a sister for their offenses so that you can keep your brother or your sister. You understand? Not to get a brother or a sister punished, not to be against a brother or a sister, or to try to do something to harm a brother or a sister, but to gain a brother or a sister so that we can be able to dwell in peace, you understand, in harmony, the way the Lord intended for it to be. You was going to say something, Priest?
Yeah, I was going to say, and what's strange about it is, if y'all look at most other cultures, heathen customs or cultures, they women are not like they're not disrespectful like that to the men.
Right.
They're more humble. They're more submissive to what their husbands say, because their culture is like that. So I'm just saying that based on this story, it's different than what you actually normally see. This queen, she just being defiant. She got a little too much power, and she doing what she want to do. Sister Sapara.
I just saw this
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Hold on 1 second, you gotta speak up, Baba Kasha.
I just saw this article. I can't remember what country it was in, but they just made it lawful for a man to beat his wife as long as he didn't draw blood.
Where that's at?
It's in some country. I can't remember where it was. As long as he don't have no open wounds or draw blood, he can beat him.
The sister said that she just read an article that in some country they just made it legal for men to beat their wives as long as they don't draw blood. It's legal for them to beat on their wives. Well, in the Muslim culture, it's no. She said, yeah, that's correct, you saw. But she's saying she read an article about a country where they made it legal for them to beat on their women as long as they don't draw blood. But I was just gonna say that what you said, that in Islam, that is that's actually their practice. That's in the Quran.
That's part of their religion.
That a woman can get beat by their husband. And it doesn't say anything about drawing blood or none of that. In Islam, a man can beat their woman. We don't do that in here. We're not whipping on no women in here. I always said, and even before I came to the truth, I got to beat you, I don't want you. Right. For real, if I got to beat you, I don't want you and I don't need you. So, yeah, we don't do that in here. So, y'all sisters, you ain't got to look crazy and look scared, because in here, we don't do that. General Muhammad will be on speed dial and somebody's getting put out of the school, and you might even have some brothers at your door. So we don't do that here. Just say.
You was gonna say something, out of one?
No, I was gonna say, hey, like the one just brought out. That sounds like the goddamn Muslims. They say you could beat your wife softly. The Quran. But you got it.
You were going in and out at the end. You said it sounded like and then what else?
No, I say that sounds like what you were just bringing out. Like the Quran say you could beat your wife softly. You know what I'm saying? They must be Muslims or some new Muslim stuff. You could beat your wife softly. You got it.
Yeah.
You got it. And if I Persian in the knees,
that's Iran.
Go ahead. Yes,
Hey, I wanted to say, but the spirit of this heathen custom, she said no, but he was calling her just to he was calling her for her to show her body off. beauty. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to show off like a trophy. You know, most Israelite men don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I wouldn't say body. I wouldn't say her body. Maybe she was just, you know, he know what he spent on that dress. You know what I'm saying? Like he, you know, maybe it's just the dress she had. I wouldn't say he wanted to show her body, but
it did state that her beauty was very vast. So she had a very good.
Yeah, it was her face.
And he was glorying in all that he had.
Right.
Yeah.
The women, the men that were under him. He was really boasting in all that he had, and she just didn't comply.
Right, like Salaki, like I was gonna say, is because it's kind of like a spirit like that on our people today. Like they'll let their woman dress in a bikini just so men could see all her curves and everything. It's like that type of spirit. It's a human being. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was gonna say this is a heathen man, so he trying to get him that trophy, which up to make custom. You know, like our women could refuse if it's something right. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, not this kind of all, but Ananias and Sapphira. When the husband wanted her to lie, she was supposed to refuse it. You know what I'm saying? So, I was just saying the spirit behind it. I was just saying the spirit behind it.
And what I was going to bring out about it what I was saying earlier, right? Because these are the same people who are, you know, in Dubai today. And if a woman yell in Dubai, she going to prison. If a woman twerk in Dubai, she going to prison. You understand? Like, and it probably stemmed from this situation that we reading about right now. The woman was out of order. They was like we gotta get a handle on these women. You understand? And it take for the men to come together and do that. You understand? Go ahead.
And also Rawan pulled it up. It's in Russia. Russia is where Sister Shapar. He said he found the article. It's Russia that allows women to be beat.
And it's your family members, Salaki. It's your family members. So, you know, of course, that's going to include the wife. You know, you can beat your family members as long as it don't cause them like bodily harm. Like, you know what I'm saying? So.
All right. Where we left off?
Come, verse 16. And Mama Khan answered before the king and the princess, Vashti, the queen, have not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes and to all the people that are in all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus.
Why? Can anybody answer why did that guy? Why did he say that the queen didn't just offend or do wrong to just the king, but to all the princes that were there, all the provinces, and all the people? Young man,
because all of the princes had wives and concubines probably at this attendance as well. And so when they seen the queen deny the king, whom they enjoyed the pleasures behind, they probably influenced them to do the same thing to them or give them the information to do the same thing, which caused the princes great strife in their personal life.
That's a good answer. But it's another specific answer. Think about this. This is the king. This is his wife that is denying him, that is not listening to him to tell her to come out. And all the princes that are under him see it. All the people that's under him see it. What does it mean, or why is he saying that it didn't just affect just the king? Mr. Parr?
It's a luck.
Hold on 1 second, sir. Go ahead. Bingo. This is the king. We're talking about a king that's over 127 provinces. He is being told no. Right there. No to a king. The king don't get told no. The king does not accept no. This is the king. And for his wife to tell him no in front of everybody, they all heard him say for her to come out. And for her to deny him in front of everybody, that belittles his authority in front of everybody. This is the king. So, number one, tell Rawam, this is the king. He tell Rawam, I need you to come out and do this. Rawam like, no, I ain't doing it. And everybody see it. You know what that's going to do to his authority? The next time he tell young man Marcus to come out and do this, Rawam said, no, I ain't doing it. That denies his authority as the king. So the same thing, that's why he is saying that it didn't just affect the king, but everybody. Salaki Asad, you was going to say something?
Yeah, Salaki, I was going to say, as a Christian, I swore that to my stepmom because my dad was the preacher. So, when a man, a preacher, his wife is called first lady. And so I remember my dad was telling us something, she kind of making the face. And I told her, I said, Mom, I said, you doing Mom. What you think our wife gonna do? Because you the first lady. When the scripture says the older women get to teach the younger women how to love their husband.
That's right.
So the preacher wife or the king's wife, all of the women all that power, the men in their house don't have that much power like you.
That's right. That's right. You ain't even the king. You can see him now. You ain't even the king. And Queen Vesta told him no. What I look like? Why I'm gonna do what you saying, and the queen won't even do what the king's saying.
It's like if I could.
Ooh-wee.
That's a spirit that's already raised the women of today.
That's Western society.
Yeah, come.
Right. Absolutely.
All y'all niggas ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I heard that so many times. You know what I'm saying? That's just the spirit, and that spirit don't leave. It goes, that demon passed from sister to sister. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, where y'all at? 18? 17?
Salaki, 17. Verse 17, for this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women.
That is.
So that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes. When it shall be reported, the king Osiris command Vashti, the queen, to be brought in before him, but she came not. Verse 18, likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the king's princes which have heard of the deed of the queen, thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath. Verse 19, if it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before King Osiris, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she.
Ooh-wee.
That's that hurt.
Ooh-wee.
Like, it's one thing, like, y'all sisters, y'all get to it with y'all husbands. Y'all can at least see this nigga and argue with him. They said, bring her before him no more. That was her last time seeing him was her last time seeing him. And everything that she owns is going to be taken away and given to another. That's rough.
That's better than her.
That's rough. That is rough. You understand? You got it.
It's a lucky.
You got it.
Y'all speak loud. No, y'all speak loud so when y'all speak, you can hear the feedback.
They're doing it with you too. Like when you speak, a little bit is chopping up.
Yeah.
I just turned.
I know. I was about to clown and say, You know, that seemed like the river that flowed through the scripture. I noticed King David did that when his will was different. You know what I'm saying? He got better will. Most sisters don't like that, but when you read the scripture, I notice a lot of time when that happens, everybody just got them another way better than us.
Yeah, he said give it the one that's better. Good night. Go ahead, Rawan.
Come. Verse 20. And when the king's decree, which he shall make, shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great. All the wives shall give their husband honor. Salakia, their husband's honor, both to great and small. Verse 21. And the same pleased the king and the princes. And the king did according to the word of the Mamakan. Verse 22. For he sent letters into all the king's provinces, into every province according to the written thereof.
The writing.
Salakia, the writing thereof, and to every people after their language, that every man should bear rule in his own house.
How many? What kind of man?
Every man.
Every man. So a rich man, a poor man. He said a rich. He said every woman. That's a rich woman, a poor woman. When you listen to these songs,
it's like
that's not real.
Damn, it's in my mind what this sister be saying on this song. Like what she look like arguing with a nigga or some shit like that.
Oh, this new trend that they doing on TikTok.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I know.
I think her lyrics is like, you know, what she look like arguing with a nigga or something like that. Or
hey,
something along that line or whatever.
Go sit down, mama.
And Salakia, if I could.
Go ahead.
Minyam Ministries or Minya Ministries, you don't know what the hell you talking about in the chat. Salakia, in YouTube, you should get in class, so you should just pay attention because what you're talking about is absolute nonsense. We're going to continue with the class. I just wanted to let you know you sound dumb.
What needs to be corrected?
Salakia, no, I just sound dumb to even read it. You want me to read it?
I mean, you interested, but I think the people know.
The comment they said was the king is a representation of Jesus.
Okay, you can stop right there.
Come.
It's a literal king that owned provinces.
Yeah.
That threw a real 7-day feast. It's not a simile. This is not imaginary. This is not I hate when y'all take the Bible and try to make it like it's a fairy tale story.
Yeah, they always try.
What the hell is you talking about? The sun actually is the.
Why I say you want to read it.
The water is actually the wind and all these things. Get your ass. Go somewhere else and teach that shit. Yeah. You should really get in. Just stay in this class and learn. You should close your mouth and listen. Keep reading, Baba Kashah.
Come. 21. And the same pleased the king and the princes. So like verse 22. For he sent letters into all the king's provinces, into every province according to the writing thereof, and to every people after their language, that every man should bear rule in his own house, and that it should be published according to the language of every people.
So if those are real provinces or like
it's absolutely real.
It's an analogy.
No,
these are real provinces.
But those were real people.
Come.
In real houses.
Come. In different languages.
In real languages.
Come.
Okay. Not metaphorical language.
Come.
Okay, go ahead.
I read.
Yeah, that's why.
Esther chapter 2, verse 1. After these things, when the wrath of the king Ahasuerus was appeased, he remembered Vashti and what she had done and what was decreed against her. Verse 2. Then said the king's servant that ministered unto him, let there be fair young virgins sought for the king. Verse 3. Let the king appoint officers in all the provinces of his kingdom, that they may gather together all the fair young virgins unto Shushan the palace, to the house of the woman, unto the custody of Hedge, the king's chamberlain, keeper of the women, and let their king, Salakia, and let their things for purification be given them. just saying bring them all and let them all be washed up to be nice and fresh.
And one other thing, real quick, a virgin in the Bible is it means a woman of marriageable age.
Right.
In the Bible, a man cannot be a virgin. You understand? A virgin is a woman of marriageable age. Go ahead.
All right, Cuddle Khan. Verse 4. And let the maiden which pleaseth the king be queen instead of Vashti. And the thing pleased the king, and he did so. Now in Shushan, the palace, where there was a certain Jew, whose name was Mordecai, the son of Jair, the son of Shimei, the son of Kish, and a Benjamite. Verse 6, who had been carried away from Jerusalem with the captivity, which had been carried away with Jeconiah, king of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away. So this is again in the captivity of the Persian Mede from Babylon. Babylon was before. Now this is the captivity of the Persian Mede. Verse 7. And he brought up Hadassah, that is Esther, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother. And the maid was fair and beautiful, whom Mordecai, when her father and mother were dead, took for his own daughter. Verse 8. So it came to pass, when the king's commandment and his decree was heard, and when many maidens were gathered together unto Shushan the palace, to the custody of Haggai, that Esther was brought also unto the king's house, to the custody of Haggai, keeper of the women. Verse 9. And the maiden pleased him, and she obtained kindness of him, and he speedily gave her things for purification, with such things as belonged to her, and 7 maidens which were meet to be given her out of the king's house, and he preferred her and her maids unto the best place of the house of the women. So Esther had came before the king with after the decree went out for all the women, and she, amongst all of the women that came before the king, she was the one that he was pleased with overall the most. So he gave her 7 women to look after her, gave her a lot of the purification stuff, a lot of perfumes, like the women's stuff, a lot of stuff that she would like, just a bunch of stuff to make her comfortable in the palace or whatnot.
The Oprah water.
Yeah. So she was chosen and pleasing to him above all the women that was chosen. All right, verse 10. Esther had not showed her people nor her kindred, for Mordecai had charged her that she should not show it. Verse 11. And Mordecai walked every day before the court of the women's house to know how Esther did and what should come of her. So he walked, that Mordecai, her uncle, he kept an eye on her. In the scriptures, they tell us that a woman that's not kept an eye on, she'll give her quiver to anybody. That's for the daughters of Zion. But not saying all the sisters, but just saying that he kept an eye on her, and it's his responsibility to keep an eye on the daughter or your daughter that you look after. All right, verse 12. Now when Maid's turn was come to go in to King Ahasuerus, after that she had been 12 months, according to the manner of the women, for so were the days of their purification accomplished, to wit, 6 months with oil of myrrh, and 6 months with sweet odors, and with other things for the purifying of the women. That's the time frame that they had. They gave them 12 months to get clean before they actually was able to be around the king. They had to bathe 6 months.
And that's wild though,
yeah,
because if you think about the Arabs today, like they don't be passing though, like they be real musty. know what I'm saying? Like,
and to know that they came from that, like, damn, what happened?
It'd be strong. Like, it had to be, inspired by us. You know what I'm saying? Because they be like real strong with it. They do be having some good perfume though, like because they got to cover up that extra must. You know what I'm saying? But it's a hell of a process though. Sisters had to go through
12 months. Get clean. Verse 13. Then thus came every maiden unto the king. Whatsoever she desired was given her to go with her out of the house of the women unto the king's house. Verse 14. In the evening she went, and on the morrow she returned into the second house of the women to the custody of Shashagaz, the king's chamberlain, which kept the concubines. She came in unto the king no more, except the king's delighted in her, and that she were called by name. Now, when the turn of Esther, the daughter of Abiel, the uncle of Mordecai, had hid Salakia, who had taken her for his daughter, was come to go in unto the king, she required nothing but what Haggai, the king's chamberlain, the keeper of the women, appointed. And Esther obtained favor in the sight of all them that looked upon her. So out of all the women that came before the king that he had chosen, they all asked for something when they came before the king. Esther required nothing. She asked for nothing. She showed humility and asked for nothing when she came before the king. And everybody that was there before the king found favor in her because of that trait. It's important that y'all sisters understand that.
Yeah, that's facts.
That sister asked for nothing when she could have asked for anything, because it said that she would be given anything that she asked. She asked for nothing. All right, verse.
If I could, why y'all think she asked for nothing?
Because she knew what she was set out to do. I feel like so I can.
That's a good answer. Anybody else? Why y'all think she didn't ask for nothing?
She didn't want nothing but his love.
They could be. That's a good answer. But the answer I'm thinking of, right, is that she was given everything already. This man got her sitting in this nice house for these women.
Right.
She wearing this nice apparel. She getting the best fragrances. She eating good. She, you know what I'm saying? She don't have to worry about nothing. What more can you ask for?
And she what, other one? She is a slave. She is a slave in captivity. She is a daughter of Zion, but Israel was in captivity in Persia. They were slaves. This is a beautiful slave that got everything, and she had nothing. So that's why I definitely understand. Ask for what? You just came up.
Right.
You live in the palace now. You was out there in the tent.
Been living there for a year.
Right. You was in the tents, baby, and you probably had on old sandals, sackcloth, you know what I mean? You got on slave attire. You are in the king's palace now, and you got on dresses. You got on custom-made this. You got perfumes. You bathing in rose water and hot baths. You was probably bathing in a lake out there in the field or something. No serious talk. I mean, just think about it. That's humility, and that's gratitude. All right, verse 16. So Esther was taken on. Salaki, you saying something, Adawan?
No, I say right. She knew how to humble herself.
That's right.
You got it.
Right.
You got it.
Khan. Verse 16. So Esther was taken unto King Ahasuerus into his house royal in the 10th month, which is the month of Tebeth, in the 7th year of his reign. Verse 17. And the king loved Esther above all the women, and she obtained grace and favor in his sight more than all the virgins, so that he set the royal crown upon her head. Good night. This sister got a crown on her head. Ooh-wee. And made her queen instead of Vashti. He said somebody better than her, right? Well, Esther done pulled up. She came up and didn't even ask for it.
And if I could, that's a testament to how valuable a black woman is. You understand? Because our uncle was from the tribe of Benjamin. The tribe of Benjamin is the Jamaicans. You understand? So Esther, was Esther from Benjamin?
Come.
Esther was a bad Jamaican chick.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's the value of a black woman over all those women. He chose one of our women.
That's right.
Our women, the best women, don't get no better than
There's women on the planet.
Understand?
Yeah, I'm right. Go ahead.
No, you got it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Verse 18. Then the king made a great feast unto all the prince and his servants, even Esther's feast. And he made a release to the providences and gave gifts according to the state of the king. Verse 19. And when the virgins were gathered together the second time, then Mordecai sat in the king's gate. Verse 20. Esther had not yet showed her kindred nor her people, as Mordecai had charged her. So Mordecai told her, don't show none of the children of Israel that you are the queen now. You got this, you've been chosen by the king. Don't show the children of Israel that. Because y'all know why y'all think Mordecai told her that? How sisters that's in slavery gonna act when they see another sister that was just in the slavery with them? Now she is the queen over them. How would they act towards her? How would that go over to them?
Jealousy,
so
jealousy and envy.
Jealousy, envy. It'll be the wrong spirit, or they already slaves, so they're gonna treat her like trash because they already pissed off every day. I gotta go to this slave. This cracker telling me, so like this Persian telling me this, he telling me that. You know how we is. We talking about Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
They gonna sit out there and they gonna be pissed off because this sister humbly was chosen. She ain't asked for none of it. But because she doing better than them, Mordecai said, don't tell them. Don't show them. Don't do that yet. Because Mordecai had the spirit of the Lord and a bigger plan for the children of Israel. And she, even though she didn't know it, the point is she was submissive to what her uncle, who was basically her father, told her. He told her, don't show nobody. Don't be boastful. You know what I mean? You don't got to show them. You don't got to tell them nothing. Just wait. The time will come when that'll happen.
Right. And if I can, what you saying is heavy. What you saying is heavy because, nowadays it's like the boast about they got raised or they the manager or anything like that. He told her not to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of jealousy and envy that goes on today with our brothers too. So he showed her how to not do that. So it won't be that jealousy and envy that's going on.
Right. And think about this now. Another point that what I don't want Mosiah cry for what he said. Another point, add on to that. She's now the queen. She got the same power Vashti had.
Yeah, she up there.
She is the queen, and you're gonna listen to your uncle who's still a slave. Think about that. That's humility. That is heavy.
That's not forgetting where you come from.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I told y'all, look at the difference in the women. You see, is a big difference. What Esther doing, that's why she's honored now. Go ahead, Shapar.
I was just going to say that just goes to show the importance of having a head.
Man, most sign Christ.
Right.
Damn right.
Ooh, there it is right now.
Ooh, and sisters that don't have a head, the men that are above you,
You always got a head.
you always have one.
Right?
But good point. Good point. All right. Verse 19. Salaki, I might be at 20. Con, at verse 20. Esther had not, no, verse 21. In those days, while Mordecai sat in the king's gate, two of the king's chamberlains, Bigthan and Teresh, of those which kept the door, were wroth and sought to lay hand on the king Ahasuerus. Verse 22. And the thing was known to Mordecai, who told it unto Esther, the queen. And Esther certified the king thereof in Mordecai's name. Verse 23. And when inquisition was made of the matter, it was found out. Therefore they were both hanged on a tree. And it was written in the book of the Chronicles before the king.
Stop there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's a good spot for us to stop there and pick back up. So right here, Esther, who became queen, her uncle overheard somebody trying to overthrow the king. And he made it known. And it was written in a book. Who said it? Who did what? Who let the people know that they were trying to plot against the king? And the king hung those men, unalived those men who was trying to overthrow him.
Right.
And he got a book where he remember who did this good deed to him. We're gonna stop right there, and we're gonna pick up.
I can say one more thing, and just look at the hand of the Lord, how the things are falling in place. And not just not just you two are, and not just for Esther, but for Mordecai too.
Right.
Because Mordecai was just in the right place at the right time. He was just inside the gate and heard these two, oh, we finna kill the king, or we gonna do something to him. And Esther got told, but she didn't go tell the king. She didn't go tell the king that this would happen. She did it in Mordecai's name. She told, and my uncle, well, not my uncle, because they don't know that, but Mordecai overheard this, sir. And this is what they're talking about and what they planning on doing. She bigged him up when she could have took the glory. It's another thing of humility. This Sister Esther, man, she is what? Find one. Man, that one, Esther, again, that's why she is being honored, man, and by the Most High God being able to work through her and her uncle Mordecai. That's why we honor her at the Feast of Purim. We'll continue tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Tune in. Salaki again for all the technical difficulties. Lord allow tomorrow we'll have everything correct and make sure we work out those kings before class. But the water for y'all that's tuning in. Officer Martabar, did you have anything you want to say, sir? It's like Officer Nakon, you had anything to say, sir?
The water for everybody tuning in, for everybody who came to class, the water to y'all as well. The water to all the sisters that participating in cooking the food, passing the food out. We really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? When we work together like this, come together and make this thing happen. Everybody working for one cause. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. That's what the Lord wants. You understand? Also, can't say the ISUPK don't love our Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian women. We having a whole feast day to honor the work of a righteous sister.
That's right.
You understand? If you're a sister that's out of order, trust and believe we're going to correct you. You understand?
All right. Let's give a hand to all the sisters that brought the delicious food, Southern Classic Don't Miss. All of the pies, the banana bread, the salad, that corn. Good night. Most High in Christ for the work that these sisters put in, man. Tomorrow night, we do have another menu. They will be bringing that grocery tomorrow. So y'all be here again tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Again, we're going to have it on time, and the technical difficulties, we'll make sure that we work those kinks out so that class can run smooth. Officer Martabar Salaki, sir, you were going to say something?
I'm just going to say, how about Shimmy Shah? Make sure y'all get ready for that 57th annual Passover down in Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? And it was a great class, brothers. Great class.
Yes, sir. Come. It's going down. Damn right. The water. Obviously, you saw it. Salaki, did you want to say anything?
Great class. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shabbat, rock a thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shabbat. Great class, though.
Con.
The waterfall coming through.
Officer Rawan.
Con, man. Like I was just gonna piggyback off of what Officer Naka was saying. It's a beautiful thing. Everybody coming in, man, and celebrating this high holy day.
Feast day.
Oh yeah, con. This feast day. The water for the food. All the good work that your sisters put in, it do not go over salt. You understand? Shalom y'all b'ashem Rashad Barakatah to my brothers. Shalom y'all Shema b'ashem y'all Shai to my beautiful sisters, man. Till tomorrow, man.
And with that, that'll conclude the class. Shalom y'all b'ashem y'all Shai Barakatah. Shalom y'all Shema alatham. You know what? We're gonna give everybody stand. Amajim sisters, you can remain seated. Con everyone, con.
Hey, don't y'all end the live when y'all. Y'all don't end the live when y'all finish.
You say don't end. Which one? The TikTok?
No, the live stream. Y'all get in the class on TikTok. You don't end the live stream.
On StreamYard?
God.
Come on, sir.
Con one con.
You mean in the class, but don't click out of the live screen? That what you're saying?
God.
All right, I got you. All right.
Men of Israel, we'll give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua Barakatah.
Yajmatah, Sar, which means turn, face to sisters. Sisters of Majim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, we'll give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Alatham Ba'ashem Yahushua. Yajmatah, class dismissed. Most High Christ.
All right, in this.
I think this child's for people.
You can hear me? I told you. I wasn't tripping. When I heard that, I was like, wait a minute. Hold on.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.